Coronavirus has taken the life of a former star athlete. While we reported a couple months ago the death of UC basketball legend Tony Yates, we only learned recently that he died of COVID-19.
As David Winter shows us now, the way Tony lived, that made him one in a million. The way he died makes him one of 147,000 Americans killed by COVID-19.
This is how most of us remember Tony Yates, an All-American point guard for the Bearcats from 1960 to 1963, leading his team to 2 national titles. Maxine Yates first remembers Tony as a boy playing youth baseball in Glendale, Ohio.
But I wasn't interested in him at the time.
Tony would eventually win over Maxine. He joined the Air Force, they married, and when he got out, he began playing basketball for UC, where the other players would call him Gramps.
Actually, he wasn't that much older because he graduated at 16, but he had that experience. Would tell the guys kind of what to do and life skills because he'd been in the service.
After graduating, Maxine and Tony would have 2 children of their own and dozens more as he was head coach of the Bearcats in the mid-'80s. But it was his foundation and junior golf academy that would define Tony's life.
I mean, the championships were great, but impacting the young people, he was most proud of.
About 2 years ago, Alzheimer's would force Tony into a nursing home. Then a couple of months ago came the phone call.
So then they had all of the residents in memory care tested, and he came out positive.
Even though Tony was asymptomatic, it would only take about 6 weeks before COVID would take him.
You know, the nurse that called me the night he died was crying on the phone, and she said, "We never thought he would not make it."
It was just a few weeks of FaceTime calls and seeing Tony through the nursing home window, but it was heartbreaking and exhausting for the family. And now Maxine says she and Tony are at peace and have not lost touch.
Oh yes, I talk to him sometime. Yes, but I talk to my mom and dad too, so that's just me.
David Winter, Local 12 News.
Tony's foundation continues to provide college scholarships to young people. And just last month, he was inducted into the Ohio Basketball Hall of Fame. Tony Yates was 82 years old.